everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video will be a vlog. I think I'm gonna vlog bits and pieces of the next few days. I don't really have that much going on, but I think I will be getting a package tomorrow that I thought would be fun to open on camera, and I am possibly gonna go shopping at some point, maybe tomorrow if it rains. But it's been a while since I've done a cozy chill vlog, and I was really in the mood to do one this week, so I thought I would go ahead. I feel like this vlog also will be very chatty because I have a list of things that I wanted to talk about. I think it was like a couple weeks ago I posted a life update chatty video, and I explained how I wasn't really feeling the best mentally and I wanted a little bit of a break. I am feeling better, but I still feel like I need a little bit of a break. I think sometimes when you get so used to doing something routinely, you can kind of get sick of it. And not that I'm sick of creating videos, but I think I just need a break long enough for me to like miss it again, so then I can get back into it, if that makes sense. But for right now, I'm just really enjoying this break and kind of feeling a little bit of motivation and creativity to create content, but I'm not like fully at the level that I want to be, if that makes sense. But I am doing better, which is great. However, one thing that has been super upsetting to me is that I hurt my back like a week and a half ago. It's honestly almost been 2 weeks, and I am in so much pain when I bend down. So any time that I have to bend down in any way, I have sharp pain shooting out my back, and it is so incredibly painful and uncomfortable. It's funny because it doesn't hurt when I'm standing or if I'm sitting in like a higher chair. It doesn't hurt, but if I'm like on the couch or in my bed and I try to get up, I am in so much pain. Like even just bending down to pick up my cat, I'm in pain. I think I heard it at work, to be quite honest. I think I was bending down to get some boxes, and I think I just heard it that way, and I'm too scared to go to the chiropractor, and I probably should just book a massage, but this is also another thing that is totally not related, but I've been breaking out a lot. I have had 2 breakouts on my face, which are almost gone now, but I have so much acne on my chest and on my back right now, and it is so annoying. Like I try so hard to use benzoyl peroxide because that's the only thing that gets rid of my body acne. I can't use salicylic acid. That does nothing to me. Like that does nothing to my skin, even on my face. Salicylic acid just doesn't work for me. I need to use something stronger. So I've been trying to use benzoyl peroxide, but I don't know, my skin is just breaking out so bad right now, which is weird because I haven't been eating anything different from normal, and honestly, I've been eating a lot better. I've been eating more fruits and vegetables as of late, so I don't know why I'm breaking out so bad. So I think that's partially why I don't want to go for a massage, because I have a lot of back acne and I'm insecure about it, but it is normal. It's just very hard to get rid of, and I try my best, but it is very bothersome for me. I think for today, I need to catch up on my journaling because I'm behind, of course. I have a book package to open. I am obviously going to discuss my reading and what I'm currently reading. I also have some decor to put up on the collage wall that I have here in my office. So I have a couple of pieces to add to that, which I'm very excited about. And then I also wanted to talk about some adaptation news very quickly because there's been a lot of announcements, and I don't really want to sit down and do like an official video, and I don't really want to do like an on-topic video. So I thought I would just quickly talk about some adaptation news. Blue is very curious. She wants to be a part of this. And then also I wanted to talk about some like makeup, perfume related stuff, just to get your guys' kind of advice or opinions. I have so many things to discuss. I feel like I'm very all over the place because I want to talk about a lot of things. I feel like sometimes maybe I should have a podcast. Maybe that's something I should do on my second channel. Let me know if you want me to do maybe like a podcasty video every once in a while where I just discuss a lot of random things that are on my mind. But I'm gonna open up this package and then I'll discuss all my reading plans. This I got from Indigo. I ordered this genuinely like a week ago, and it finally came. I I've been dying to get my hands on this book. I don't like the way that this is packaged. This is Nocturne by Karina Halley. This is her newest release that came out back in April, I think. And I have been dying to get my hands on this physical edition. I think there are like 4 or 5 editions available. She has like an edition for the ebook, the Amazon paperback. I think there's an Amazon hardcover, and then there's like bookstores paperback and hardcover editions, and they're like all separate. She has so many different editions, but I loved this one. I just thought this cover was so unique, and I have recently read Death Valley by Karina Halley, and I loved it so much. And I was like, I need this new book from her. This is described as Seven meets LA Confidential with a vampire twist in this true crime and film noir inspired standalone dark romance. In 1940s LA, the murder of Lena Reed's closest friend, Elizabeth Short, known as the Black Dahlia, shocks the city and leaves whispers of a serial killer stalking the shadows. Drawn to danger and desperate for answers, Lena crosses paths with Victor Callahan, an ex-boxer turned private detective with a tormented soul and haunted past. And I believe the male character turns out to be a vampire, which is fun. It just sounds like very interesting and unique, and I've been loving how creative Karina's books have been, so I'm so happy to have this. Now for what I'm currently reading. So actually last night I finished Heartless Hunter by Kristen Ciccarelli, and this I listened to primarily on audio. Well, the first 80 pages I physically read. From page like 81 to 272 or something, I listened to an audiobook, and then I read the last 150 pages physically. I gave it a 3.5 out of 5 stars, which I feel like is a very low rating compared to everybody else. Everybody I know has given this book like at least 4 stars. The plot was interesting. The characters were interesting. I liked the characters. I liked the like setup of the story. I think I just didn't really care that much. And I was shocked by the ending and everything that happened. But at the same time, I was like, I don't really care to know what happens next. So I'm not going to pick up the second book. Even though this is a duology and I would love to wrap up a duology, I'm just not that interested to pick up the second book. But essentially this just follows a witch and a witch hunter who fall in love. If you want a really fun YA book, I do recommend it. I just don't think it was exactly what I expected it to be or what I wanted it to be quite honest. I thought it would blow me away because everybody gives this book like 4 and 5 stars, and it just didn't live up to my expectations, maybe. I'm not sure. So yes, I have to write this in my reading journal today. And then I think sometime last week I started Enigma by Rue Nix. I am 105 pages into this. I'm about to start chapter 9. I do want to continue this today. I have been physically reading this, so it's been taking me a little bit longer, but I do want to read some more of this. It is basically kind of similar to Gothic Hannah in a way. It's about this girl who goes to this very mysterious school, and there's like secret societies, and she has a very shocking like family history, family situation going on, which is very interesting. And she is falling in love with this very artsy, mysterious guy who is also like it's not a student teacher, it's not a teacher's aide, I forget what it's called, but basically she's falling in love with this guy. So yeah, it's interesting. I'm excited to see what happens. But yeah, I've been kind of a little bit slow with this, but I do want to try to make more headway through this today. And then I did start Promise Me Sunshine by Cara Stone a couple days ago as well. I am on page 45 I'm about to start chapter 5. I honestly think I might just put this down because I am not necessarily in the mood for something super heavy with grief. This deals with our heroine who lost her best friend to cancer, so it's quite heavy. I don't think I'm in the right mind frame for this right now, so I think I will just put it down. But I do need to pick a new audiobook to listen to. I don't think it's going to be this because I'd rather physically read this. I have been picking books to listen to on audio that I'm not that interested in physically reading. That way I don't feel guilty about not physically reading it, but I'm still getting it off my TBR because I'm listening to it. Because there are books that I'm like, I need to physically read this. Like I can't listen to the audiobook. So I'm trying to pick books that are not that for me. So I will go through my TBR bookshelf today and see what I can read on audio. But also I'm low-key kind of in the mood to reread Thoughtless. Let me go grab it. For some reason, I thought about this book a couple nights ago and I was like, maybe I need to do a reread on this. And this I'd love to physically reread so I can annotate it. I honestly don't even remember when the last time I read this was. It was definitely like 3-4 years ago, I think already. It just popped into my head when I was about to fall asleep the other day. And I was like, maybe I should reread this. Should I? Probably not. Will I? Probably yes. So I might also start my reread of this. It might be a slow reread, but this book is also very like addicting, so I can see myself just reading this all day. If you don't know what Thoughtless is about, it is basically about Kiara, who has a boyfriend named Denny, and they move to a new city to start their lives together. Denny has this like very amazing job opportunity, and Kiara is going to this university, and they move in with an old friend of Denny's, Kellen, who is a local rock star. It's a love triangle. It's very intense and addicting. I am usually not big on love triangles, but I just do really love this trilogy, so I should reread this. I think that's it for my reading that I'm gonna kind of do today. I'm gonna try to read a little bit of Enigma, maybe start Thoughtless, and then start a new audiobook, which I'll pick later. But now I kind of want to talk about some adaptation news. I feel like this was maybe like Tuesday or Wednesday. There was so many announcements and I was so excited and overwhelmed. And I don't know, I just wanted to talk about this stuff because I won't be filming an on-topic video anytime soon. So I thought, let's discuss it. I'm going to link all of the like news articles and everything down below. First news, first order of business. Shield of Sparrows by Devney Perry is becoming a movie. I still don't have my copy of Shield of Sparrows. It's supposed to come sometime this week. However, literally a week before the book was going to come out, it was announced that Shield of Sparrows is becoming a movie. It seems like some of the people behind John Wick are going to be on this adaptation, which seems exciting. Also, if you scroll down to the bottom of the article, it also states that the Edens series by Devney Perry is becoming a TV show at CBS Studios, which is also very interesting. I haven't finished the Edens series. I've only read, I think, the first 3 books. Maybe 4. That's really interesting that her Eden series is also becoming a TV show. I do think it would actually make a really great TV show. Again, I haven't read Shield of Sparrows yet, so I don't know how I feel about this news, but I think it is really exciting for Devney Perry because she has written so many books over the years, and yeah, I'm excited for her. We'll see how I feel about Shield of Sparrows. I do want to read that whenever I do get my copy. Then we also got a trailer for We Were Liars, which is an adaptation of the book by E. Lockhart. If you didn't know, it's becoming a TV show on Prime, and they released the trailer, and I guess it premieres on Prime June 18th. I read this book years and years and years ago when the book first came out, and I really loved it. I think I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. I didn't really read the sequel, but I am really excited for this TV show. I think it's going to be really interesting, and I have been really loving Prime and their adaptations. I have yet to watch The Summer I Turned Pretty, but from everything that I've watched from on Prime adaptation wise and like young adult, new adults aimed, it's always been really great. I do feel like Amazon is a great place for young adult and new adult adaptations. They are just killing it. And I'm excited for We Were Liars. I can't wait to watch that. And then we finally got casting for the off-campus TV show for Prime, and very interesting casting. I'm gonna quickly go through the cast, I guess. So Ella Bright will play Hannah, Belmont Kameli will be Garrett, Mika Abdallah as Ali, Antonio Ciparino as Logan, Jalen Thomas Brooks as Tucker, Stephen Kalin as Dean, and Josh Hootson as Justin. I don't fully remember who Justin is. I do need to reread the books. The girls I both love. I think they're going to be great. I don't have any issues with them. Some of the male casting I'm not really sure about, to be quite honest. I will have an open mind because I feel like once they are in makeup, hair, outfit on set, they might look very different. But as of right now, like I'm not really sold on most of the male casting. And they also kind of do look old. Like to me, they're not giving 18 to like 21. They're giving their ages, which I think most of them are in their late 20s. Well, I know the actor who plays Garrett is in his late 20s. I am really excited for the casting of Tucker, who is played by Jalen Thomas Brooks. I don't love Tucker, like he's not my favorite in this series. However, I loved Jalen in The Pit. If you've seen The Pit, he is Mateo, and I fell in love with him, and I was like, yes, I can see him being Tucker. I think he's really gonna be amazing. And I don't know, I just have to see everybody else in like character and stuff before I like truly judge them. But based on like the casting itself, it's fine. Like I like the girls, but the men I'm kind of like, we'll see how they look in character. But I'm very happy with the casting of Tucker. I think Jalen Thomas Brooks is gonna be amazing, and I'm excited for his story. I am definitely gonna watch the TV show. I don't know if I should reread the book because I feel like I might just end up being disappointed because I don't want to compare the TV show and the books. But yeah, I read those books like when they came out back in the day, so it's been a very long time. But yeah, I'm about the casting, to be quite honest. The news that I have been waiting for. We finally got official news that My Fault London is getting sequels. So we will be finally getting Your Fault London and Our Fault London, and I am so excited. I loved My Fault London. It is my favorite movie of the year so far. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. Honestly, it's like kind of one of my new favorite movies. I just loved it so much, and I am so happy we are finally getting sequels, and I believe they are starting to film already. I think they are about to film sometime in May. So I am having a feeling that they are going to probably film them back to back just because it'll be easier. I don't know if we have the same directors or the same screenwriter, but I am hoping that we are. I just really hope it's the same crew that are working on these movies because I loved the first one so much, and I just hope we have the same cohesiveness. It will be interesting to see how they're going to change the plot in the second one, because if you've seen the OG second movie, there is a lot of very specific plots happening, like with Nick's mom, whereas in the first movie for My Fault London, they changed that plot. So it's going to be very interesting to see how they change the plot for the second and third one. I haven't read the second or third book. I've only read the first book, but I know that the Spanish version is way more accurate to the books. So it'll be interesting to see how they change the plot for these London sequels. I'm just very excited for this London My Fault trilogy. I cannot wait for the next 2 movies. The last adaptation news that I quickly wanted to talk about is that The Last Sunrise by Anna Todd is becoming a movie. I feel like this kind of came out of nowhere. I don't know. I haven't really been paying attention to Anna's new book releases and stuff, so I haven't paid attention to any of her book related stuff, but I feel like this came out of nowhere for me anyways, maybe because I'm not keeping up with Anna as much. But yeah, her new book just came out on like a week and a half ago already. I have not read it yet. I am hoping to buy a copy soon. I am very curious about this. So I don't really know much about the book itself, but Anna described it as like something she's never really written before. And then she stated like, I know I've been writing romance for like over a decade now, but this just feels different. So that has really made me intrigued. This follows a new romance about a sheltered young woman whose life transforms during a summer in Mallorca with a mysterious local. So this is becoming a movie. I'm assuming that Anna Todd's production company is producing the movie and like making it happen. And we already got a casting. So Araya will be played by Maya Rafiko, I think. She was in the Pretty Little Liars reboot on HBO Max. I think she played Noah. I think I watched like 4 or 5 episodes of that show and I really did enjoy it. I just didn't continue because after the 2nd season it was canceled. So I didn't bother like finishing the show, but she was great in that show and I am very excited about this adaptation. I really want to read the book now and I want to keep up with the movie production and like filming and everything. I want to keep up with it. I mean, unless I hate the book, then obviously I'm not gonna care too much, but I am very curious to see who they're going to cast as the male lead. And yeah, Anna just shared the film news and yeah, that filming will begin this summer. Apparently Maya did attend one of Anna's book signings, which is interesting. I don't know, I didn't really pay attention honestly to that, but I'm assuming everybody enjoyed it. I'm excited to read this book. Let me know if you've read it, what you think about it. Obviously don't spoil me on things, but I am very excited to keep up with a new Anna Todd adaptation, and I feel like this time around it'll be different because I'm assuming Anna's production company is going to be working on this adaptation, so she's going to be quite heavily involved. And I believe the screenwriter is a woman as well. Let me actually just quickly look because I'm pretty sure Anna posted about her. Because also, if you don't know, Anna Todd has a production company, like film, TV show production company, and she is producing the Colleen Hoover adaptation of Regretting You and the Shiver adaptation by Maggie Stiefvater. She is a producer on both of those adaptations, which is very exciting. Oh yeah, okay, so the screenwriter, her name is Anna Klassen, I think, and she is working on the screenwriting. She's adapting the book for the screen. I'm really excited to see this adaptation and, of course, read the book hopefully very soon. But yeah, that was all the adaptation news that I quickly wanted to talk about. Like I said, all of the information will be in the info box if you want to know more about these projects. Again, this is going to be a very long chatty vlog, especially this beginning half, but I wanted to quickly talk about like some makeup stuff. When I was filming my book haul and my March and April wrap up, I was honestly having issues with my makeup and my skin, and it really just made me start thinking more about trying to find better makeup. So I've been using a L'Oreal foundation for like ever, and before that I was using a Rimmel foundation that I really loved, but honestly I feel like both of those foundations don't really work for my skin. I have very like combination skin. I will say it's probably more dry than oily, but I feel like every time I wear both of those foundations my skin just gets so oily, but yet the makeup doesn't really sit nice on my skin, if that makes sense. So right now I'm currently wearing a L'Oreal Hyaluronic Tinted Serum, which I think I like how it looks on my skin so far today. I think also the problem is I'm not using the best tools to apply makeup. I've been using the Real Techniques beauty sponge for like ever, the yellow one, or orange. No, it's orange. I've been using that forever, and I just feel like I need to start applying my foundation with a brush instead, because I think the moisture in the beauty sponge is not working with my skin and the makeup. So I want to buy a new brush, I think. I think that's what I'm going to do first, is I'm going to buy a new brush. And then if I'm still not liking the way that my makeup is working, I might try to buy a different foundation, or maybe like a skin tint or tinted moisturizer or something like that. But I think I'm going to buy a Real Techniques makeup brush set that I really want to try. It has like really good face brushes, and I also want to get a new brush to apply my concealer, because I feel like, again, the sponge is just not working. I feel like it takes too much of the product. It makes the product more moisture, like it gives more water to it, which I think dilutes the product a little bit, in my opinion anyways. So I think I'm going to try to buy a brush first, and then if that doesn't work, I'm going to be on the hunt for a new foundation. I am going to try new concealer though. I am using like a really shitty Maybelline concealer because I at the time thought it was good. I think I just didn't want to return it, so I keep using it because I want to use up the product, but it's honestly a shit concealer. And so I want to try the Maybelline Age Rewind because I know everybody loves that concealer and it's affordable. But I'm also kind of going back and forth on if I should try the Tower 28 concealer because I've heard really good things about that, or like the NARS concealer, the one that also everybody loves. I don't know. I'm kind of conflicted on if I want to spend an extra like $10 to get the Tower 28 one, or if I just want to spend $20 on the Maybelline one that I know everybody loves as well. So I'm kind of conflicted on that. And again, if you have good recommendations, let me know. But I also want to try the Laura Mercier powder, setting powder, which I know everybody and their mother loves. I'm very picky about powder because I just feel like every powder that I've used always looks so cakey on my face. And I've started like not using powder on my face, just like on my eyes for setting my under eyes and helping with like eyeshadow fallout and stuff. I think I'm just gonna buy a mini one and just try that and see how I feel about that, because obviously that powder is very expensive and I don't want to spend that much money if I don't like it. But I think I am going to try the powder because I've just been using drugstore powders and I just don't feel like they're that great. So yeah, I've been having a little bit of issues makeup wise. I feel like everything else in my makeup routine I like I like my blush and my bronzer and my eyebrows and my eye makeup. Like I like all of that. I think I just need to get better at the base of my skin, if that makes sense. I'm definitely over wearing foundation. I just find that foundation is so heavy and I hate wearing heavy makeup, especially when it looks shit at the end of the day. I don't like that. I need a new perfume. So I have been using the Gucci Bloom perfume for years. It is my favorite perfume. I think last year I tried the Alien Goddess perfume by Mugler, I think. I liked that perfume as well, but I love my Gucci Bloom. Like that is my signature scent. I love it so much. However, it is very expensive and it doesn't last on my skin anymore. Like I just spray it on my skin and I don't smell it. Like I don't smell it throughout the day. I feel like it just doesn't last on me. So I'm really in the market for a new perfume. I am going to go to Sephora, hopefully maybe tomorrow, but we'll see. I'm gonna go with my mom and I don't know if my mom has any time to go tomorrow, so we'll see. But I'm gonna smell a bunch of perfumes and then I'm planning on picking like a top 2 and then spraying them on like each arm, and then I'm gonna like do other things and see which one I like the most, and then I'll probably go back and buy it. But I really want to get a new like daily perfume, but then I also want to get a like body and hair mist spray. I basically want to have an everyday smell and then I want to have like a special occasion smell, if that makes sense. So I want to have a perfume that is maybe a little bit more expensive that I wear when I want to smell a little bit more fancier or like wear for special occasions. And then I want to have like a body mist for just like every day, even though I know like body mists don't necessarily last or have a lot of long wear, but I just want something a little bit less expensive that I can wear every day and I don't feel guilty using it every day, if that makes sense, because perfumes are so expensive. and I still obviously want to use up my perfume, but I don't want to like use it up right away, if that makes sense. So I want to try, like, I've never tried any of the Sol de Janeiro body mists. I've never tried them for some reason. I think because when I think of body mists, I think of teenagers, and I'm not a teenager. So that is what I think of when it comes to Sol de Janeiro or like body mists in general. But I'm going to try the Sol de Janeiro ones. I'm also going to try the Fleur ones because they have a vanilla, I think it's called Vanilla Skin. They have it in a perfume version, but also a body mist, which is less expensive. So I'm going to try that one. I think there was, oh yeah, this brand called Ellis Brooklyn. They have a couple of body sprays. So I think I'm going to try that brand as well. And then I'm just going to smell a couple of perfumes. If you guys have any recommendations of perfumes that maybe I should smell and try, let me know, or any good like body mists. But yeah, I'm on the hunt for some new makeup stuff and some new perfume. Also, the reason why I don't want to repurchase Gucci Bloom is A, because it's super expensive, and B, it doesn't last on me anymore. The first like 2 bottles that I had lasted forever. Like I could smell it on my clothes. I could smell it a lot. Nowadays, I can't smell it. I don't know if they've changed the formula or if my bottle just wasn't great, like the new one that I got 2 years ago. But I feel like I just can't smell it on me anymore, and I want to wear a perfume that I can smell, you know, like that's the point. So that's why I'm not repurchasing the Gucci Bloom. I also think that they're might be discontinuing it, to be honest, because on Sephora it says like they only have a few left, which is interesting. And I know that Gucci has released a new Gucci Bloom Intense, which might be like the new version that they're trying to put out, I think. I don't really know. I think that's it that I wanted to chat about now. So I'm gonna probably do some journaling now, maybe do some reading, and work on my little like collage art spot here. I started this vlog back 2 days ago, so on Sunday, and I was going to continue Monday. However, Sunday night I had a family emergency. everybody's okay, but it was very scary, and I just obviously was in no position to film anything for the rest of the night. And then yesterday I was just kind of processing everything, and today I'm okay. Today I'm a lot better, but yes, I had a small family emergency. Everybody's okay. I don't really like discussing stuff that happens to my family, but it just gets really scary when your parents start getting old. I am almost 30. I am 29. I still think of myself as like early 20s. So to think of my parents like getting older, it's very scary. It was just a very stressful day Sunday night, and then yesterday was also kind of stressful, but everything's okay now. So I don't even know what the last thing I filmed was. I think I was putting together my like wall collage. I did put up one poster, but the posters that I have are kind of like a canvas cloth. So I thought tape would be fine, but tape just doesn't stick to the poster and the wall. So I used like blue sticky tack, and I just tested it out on one because I was like, I don't want to put them all on sticky tack if they're not going to work. But the one has held up over like 2 days, so I'm going to put the rest up today. My parents are farmers, so they are currently seeding right now. I thought I was going to go to Sephora on Monday with my mom because it was supposed to rain on Monday, so we thought we would have time to go shopping, but then the family emergency happened, and then it didn't actually rain at all. So I don't think I'm going to go to Sephora to the end of the month because I want to go with my mom. I don't want to go by myself. So I am going to wait probably until my parents are done seeding, which will be closer to the end of the month. So I will probably circle back to that in a different vlog. However, yesterday I did go to Shoppers because I had to get my meds, and I did buy the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Eraser multi-use concealer. However, I think I got a shade too dark. Like, I couldn't find a lighter shade than this, and I think this is too dark for my under eyes. I put it on today, but I had to mix it with my other concealer that I have that I don't like because this was just way too dark for underneath my eyes. Like, I can see this good for like spots and stuff, but I mean, I'm wearing it today with my other concealer and it looks fine. I don't know. I'll probably just still use this because I don't want to return it. But it does like give good coverage, which is great. So I will continue to use this. I'm also really liking my L'Oreal skin tint that I'm wearing that I wasn't sure about. But today's like the second time I'm wearing it. And I actually really like how it wears on my skin. And when I wore it on Sunday, I think I was wearing that from like 10 to maybe like 6 p.m. and it wore really nice. Like, my face wasn't super oily. I didn't feel like it oxidized on my skin. So yeah, I think I'm gonna start using this like every time I wear makeup because I really like how it applies on my skin. I didn't go to Walmart to get the makeup brushes. I think I talked about that, how I wanted to buy makeup brushes. I actually ordered them from Amazon because they were cheaper on Amazon. And I actually think I'm supposed to get the makeup brushes today, which I was gonna wait until I got them so I could apply my makeup with the brushes, but I didn't want to wait. So I hopefully will get the brushes sometime today. Sorry, I feel like I'm so scatterbrained just because I talked about so much in the beginning part of this vlog, and now I have to like kind of go over that a little bit. But I did get another book package in the mail, so I figured I would open this right now. I don't know why Indigo puts tape on here. They always do this. Like, I guess it's to make sure that it doesn't come undone, but like, it's just very weird. Are you serious? Okay, I have to rip it this way. Ooh. I finally got Shields of Sparrows by Daphne Perry. This edition is gorgeous. Look. That is beautiful. That is so pretty. It doesn't look like a single default on it. Oh my goodness. Wow, that is gorgeous. I don't think I've ever had sprayed edges this pretty before. Crazy. And I love how like the cover is kind of like shiny. Wow. Oh my goodness. This is actually like beautiful. I did not expect this book to be that pretty, to be honest. Like I knew there was a design on the edges, but I didn't know that like this book was just this pretty. Oh my goodness. Wow, I'm so excited to read Devney's first fantasy romance. I'm very curious. Yeah, like look at how many contemporary romance she has. Like she has written so many books. I read a majority of them. Oh, of course we have a map. Beautiful. I honestly don't even know what this is about. I just pre-ordered it because it was Devney Perry and it's her first fantasy and it's becoming a movie, so that's exciting. But yes, happy to have this. I'm probably going to start this after I read Enigma, which I should go get it, but I'm gonna go get it. Last time we talked, I think I was on page 105 and I'm currently on page 141. I didn't really read that much just because everything was going on and I wasn't really in the mood to sit down and read something. I should really try to finish it today, but I honestly have so many other things to do, so I just hope I can get through like half of this today. That would be great. I think I mentioned that I was supposed to get a package in the mail on Monday yesterday and I was going to open it on camera. I didn't wait. I had to open it because there was a tear in the package and I was so worried that something was ruined, so I had to open it like right then and there. But I'm actually going to show you guys what I bought because I think like 2 weeks ago I went shopping and I bought some clothes that I still have all the tags on and I haven't put them away yet. So I figured I'll just do like a quick little clothing haul. So everything is from Ardennes. The first two things I'm going to show you was in the package yesterday that I got that I had to order online because they weren't in store. So the first item is this dress. I saw this on the website and I was like, I need to have this. And it is this like long cheetah, is it cheetah or leopard print? I never know. I always get it mixed up. With this like red little bow, and it is kind of like a long dress, kind of almost at my ankles. And I honestly love it. I just think it's so pretty. This with a pair of boots. I'm excited. This was $34.90. I think I did get it a little bit cheaper because I got off the website and I had a coupon. The other thing that I got from the website was this purse. This I saw on the website and I was like, oh my god, this looks like the perfect slouchy bag, which I don't have anything like this. This was $29.90 and it's kind of like a faux leather pattern. Is that what it would be, the fabric? I do wish it was like a zipper opening, but it's just kind of like the button. And there is like two pouches on this side, which you can't even see, and then there's a zipper on this side. I do have like my everyday bag, which is my Baggu crescent bag. I actually made a what's in my purse video on my second channel. I'll link that down below. So I mainly use my Baggu bag, but if I want something a little bit nicer, I will use this one because I think it's gorgeous. And then everything else that I have was stuff I bought in store. The first thing I got was this sweater because I saw this across the store and it caught my eye and I was like, I need this. This is like the perfect fall sweater. And yes, I know, blue. I know we're into spring and I shouldn't be buying a sweater, but I saw this and I thought this was like just the cutest little cardigan. And I had to get it. And I like how it has like the big buttons. I just thought it was adorable. And this actually was $22.95. It was on sale. And then I got this pair of shorts. I'm obsessed with anything gingham, to be quite honest. I just think it is very much spring and summer. So I got these like green gingham shorts. Very cute. They're also not like super short, which is nice. And they have pockets. This was $26.90. And then I got these pants. These are like they're linen, but they're also like kind of thick, if that makes sense. But I got these like striped, it's like a cream and like a beige color, very nice. These were $34.90. And yeah, I just really liked them. They kind of have like a wider leg. Yeah, very comfortable, and I think this is, again, good for like cool spring days or cool summer days. And then I got this shirt, which I need like more shirts that are kind of like basic that I can wear with like nice pants that I have, because I have a lot of nice pants, but I don't have like single shirts to wear with those pants, if that makes sense. Like I just have plain white or black t-shirts, and I just feel like that's boring. So I got this top, which I think this is supposed to like go on the shoulder and you like tie it, but yeah, I got this. I think this is really cute. Again, like a nice shirt that you can kind of dress up or dress down. So yeah, I got this. This one was $19.90. And then I bought another dress because I do love dresses. I am a dress girl. And this was giving 90s vibes to me, sort of like almost witchy vibes, but very much 90s. So it's just this kind of like roses print, and it has these like very cute sleeves. It has a very nice shape to the top of it, and then again it's just like a very long dress. There's also like a little slit at the bottom. Yeah, very cute, very 90s vibes. This was $29.90. Those are all the clothes that I got recently. So yesterday I think was the Prime, not conference, I don't know what it's called, but basically they have like this event where they talk about what is coming to the platform in the next like year or 2 years, or things that are currently in development. And they did talk about off-campus. They actually said off-campus will be coming in 2026. So that'll be interesting. They do describe it as a young adult story, which is interesting, but I think a lot of like movie companies and stuff, they don't understand the difference between young adult and new adult. Often they categorize anything that when a character is like under 25, they still consider that like young adult. I don't know, it could be that, or it could be that they are not going to be as like explicit as the books are, but we'll see what happens. Like they would call After young adult. After's not young adult. That shit is explicit. Passionflix announced some casting the other day. They are adapting Beauty from Pain by Georgia Cates, and we finally have some casting. They were actually supposed to start filming this back in December, but I think they just got behind on stuff. So Jackson Gallagher will be playing Jack. Samantha Alsop will be playing Laurelyn. I read these books back in the day. I really loved them. I'm definitely going to reread them whenever the movie comes out, and I probably will do a video on that as well, hopefully. I think that's it that I wanted to talk about right now. So I think I'm going to do some other stuff. I think I'm going to do some journaling right now, and then I'm also currently doing my laundry today, so I do need to work on that. I was about to rip open this package and I realized I was not filming, which is so strange. I don't know why I started opening this without turning on my camera. But anyways, this is the package that I just got in the mail. So this is the Real Techniques Face Base set. 4 multi-use base brushes to stipple, blend, and buff. I really like Real Techniques. I think they're a pretty affordable brand, and they have pretty great brushes. So I'm gonna open this up here. And I love how on the back it says what to use each brush for. Like obviously you can use any brush for anything that you want, but they do give helpful advice, which I think is great. Yeah, I think like one of these, I think this one I'm gonna use for foundation maybe, or even this one, because I already have like a good contour brush that I really like. But yeah, I'm so happy with these new little brushes. I can't wait to use them. I think it was in my actual office room makeover video, but one of you guys recommended that I get a sun catcher because I have really big windows in this room, and I finally bought one. I currently just have it with some string. I am planning on buying some like fishing wire or like clear string, and I think it will look better with the clear string, but I didn't want to wait for that, so I just put it up now. Whoever recommended the sun catcher, thank you so much. It was such a great idea. It's so beautiful. I love it. I pretty much did everything I wanted to do today. I did catch up on my journaling. I did my collage wall, which I'm actually really happy with. Yeah, I didn't really do much reading. I think I'm going to do some reading tonight, but I kind of want to end this vlog now. So I will hopefully read a majority of Enigma tonight. You'll just see it in my wrap up whenever I do finish it. And then I did start an audiobook. So I started Wish You Were Here by Renee Carlino. I just started the audiobook on Spotify. I got to, I think, 20% of the audiobook. I'm currently on page 56, and I'm actually going to DNF this. I really did not like the intro to this book, and I just feel like I'm not going to like it. I was listening to it and I was like, oh, it's going to be a 2-star read. Like, I'm not going to enjoy this. So I have decided to DNF this, which kind of sucks because it is on my 25 for 25 this year. And I wanted to read it so that I could watch the movie because it is a movie directed by Julia Stiles, I believe. So I think I'm just going to watch the movie without reading the book because I can tell you that I'm not going to like this book. Yeah, I was not liking the male character, and it just felt weird. Like, I don't know, I just really did not enjoy the beginning of the story, and I don't know, I also wasn't like super into the writing. Even though I'm listening to it, like, I just wasn't vibing with the story overall. So I'm gonna DNF this, and I'm gonna start a different audiobook tomorrow, probably when I clean. This is actually my first DNF of the year. I haven't officially DNF'd any books yet, so that's kind of crazy. There are some I definitely should DNF because I haven't continued them, but I am going to DNF this one, sadly. I was watching Jess's video that she put out a couple days ago from Peace Love Books. She was redoing she was going through all of her books. She was sorting through all of them, purging a lot of her books, getting rid of a lot. And it really made me feel inspired to do that for my book collection, especially my TBR bookshelf, because I know that like I would love to read everything that's on that TBR shelf. I just don't think I'm ever going to get to some, and I know for sure that I'm not gonna like some of them. So I think I might do that too one of these days, just like fully be brutal with my TBR bookshelf, because I have like literally 5 Renee Carlino books on my TBR shelf, and I think I'm just like not really into her books. I think I'm only going to keep Before We Were Strangers, but I think for like normal contemporary romance, I really have to be gripped within like the first couple chapters. Otherwise, I just don't care because it's contemporary, and I don't know, sometimes contemporary books can just be really boring, so like they really have to grip me in the beginning. I'm sorry this vlog was all over the place, but I really didn't want to scrap it because I've had that happen before where something happens in my life, nothing like super dramatic, but like, you know, just things don't turn out, so then I end up scrapping a vlog, which I hate doing. So I decided to kind of keep this vlog, and it's very chatty, and I'm sure it's a little boring, but I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog regardless. I know I didn't really do much reading or talk about books that much. It was kind of a little bit more personal, but I think having these type of vlogs every now and again are fun. Well, they're fun for me to film, which I think is an important part. I might actually go to the bookstore this weekend, and so I think I might film like a separate vlog for that. I might go to 2 bookstores or just one. We'll see. I don't want to go crazy, but I am definitely planning on going to 1 bookstore on Fridays. So I will definitely vlog that. And that is probably the next vlog that you can expect. I know I talked about a lot of things in this vlog, but let me know your opinions on all of the casting adaptation news that I talked about earlier, like Off Campus, the My Fault movies, and the new Anna Todd adaptation, which I'm excited about. Also, let me know your perfume recommendations or better makeup recommendations. I think I am really liking the like skin tint that I'm wearing, so I think I'm gonna keep wearing it. But yeah, I think that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to give this video a like, subscribe, follow me on all my other social media, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.